Hey there, do you think Prince Harry will ever actually leave Meghan? I'm breaking it all down right here in this video. Stay tuned. Hey there, so I'm Rebecca Zung, and as many of you know, I'm an attorney and an author, and what I do here on this channel is I am a narcissist negotiation expert. So if you are having to deal with narcissists, manage narcissists, talk to narcissists, you have them in your space, you have them in your life, whether it's in your business, your career, or your personal life, it's a husband, a wife, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, or a family member, then this is the channel for you. So make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and that way you'll get notified when I upload new content. Okay, so let's talk about Prince Harry and Meghan. So there's been a massive explosion ever since that Oprah interview came out. And by the way, if you want to check out my breakdown on the Oprah interview, definitely check out my video on that. But basically, there's been a massive amount of backlash. I had to laugh, like before Prince Philip died, people asked him what he thought about that interview, and he said, madness, nothing good's going to come out of it. And I thought, wow, that is so powerful and poignant, like right spot on. Here he is, 99 years old, and he definitely knew exactly what was going on. And it's never really good in families to like go and air all your dirty laundry like to everybody else. But for most people, everybody else might just be your friends, family, neighbors, people around you, colleagues. But for people who have a platform, they have the opportunity to talk to arguably the most powerful person in the world as far as having a platform, and that would be Oprah Winfrey. And so there they go, they get on there, they make some really, really explosive allegations about racism and mental health and things like that. And here's Harry sitting by. And by the way, I did a whole video as well on, is Meghan a narcissist? So a lot of people are saying that she is. Who knows? I mean, you never really can say somebody is this or that unless you actually know them, you actually can diagnose them, they actually go to a mental health professional. But you can certainly see if people are having narcissistic traits or tendencies. And I think in this particular situation, you've got a guy who has sort of had a hard time growing up. I mean, he was like 12 years old when his mother died. He's being raised by a father who, I don't know, Charles certainly seems to have narcissistic tendencies to me. I mean, the way he treated Diana, the way he continued to have a relationship with Camilla, even when he was married to Diana, and he kind of marginalized her and her feelings, and she had mental health issues, and nobody was really addressing that. And so, here's Harry growing up in this situation, and there's always this kind of, I'm sure, weird dynamic about the fact that my brother is going to be the king, and so he is being groomed that way. I don't know if you guys ever watched The Crown, but there was like this whole storyline around when Queen Elizabeth was younger, and her, the dynamic was sort of weird between her and her sister, because one was going to be the queen and one is just there, and so there's probably some weirdness going on with that. And so here he's a guy who's been sort of trying to find his place. Yeah, he's part of this royal family, and yeah, it looks all nice when they come out on the balcony and wave to everybody, or they take the family pictures at Christmas time or whatever. But what about the rest of his life? I mean, and so he's trying to find his place. William finds Kate, who, at least from the outside world, seems like the perfect person. She's doing everything right, everybody loves her. And now Harry wants to find his person, and so he finds Meghan, and she appears to be perfect, which narcissists normally do at the beginning, right? And so, and I'm not saying she's a narcissist, but could be, right? And so, he finally feels like he has his chance to have a life, to have a wife, to have children, to find his purpose in the world. And so he brings Megan into this fold, and it just is exploding. I mean, like, it's not working out. And so he wants to be supportive of her. He wants to give her the support that his mother never got. And so he's coming from that place of, my mother had mental health issues, she struggled with the royal family, I don't want that to happen with my wife. He actually said that in the interview. I didn't want history to repeat itself. So he's doing what he needs to do to support her. But in the meantime, it's causing a massive division between him and his family. And so, now he is living in this country where he is not royalty. I mean, yeah, he's a celebrity, but it doesn't come with the kind of royalty and everything that he has literally grown up with, was born into. And he is now in Meghan's world, and she is calling the shots, obviously. I mean, this is what she wanted, and he's trying to support her. But as far as whether or not he will actually leave her, I mean, it's so complicated now, because he not only has one child with her, they're about to have their second child. And with two children in the mix, do you go back to England? How does a custody plan work with that? She's certainly not going to move back there. She felt like she was persecuted by the royal family, persecuted by the press. I mean, with Prince Andrew and Fergie, they were able to actually live in the same house for a long time. They co-parented, they did their thing. Whereas in this situation, it don't seem like an easy end. And these kids are babies, he's got a long way to go. So, but if she is a narcissist, it will eventually start to steal his soul. It will eventually start to suck the life out of him. All of you guys out there who have dealt with narcissists on a regular basis, you know that to be true. They are energy vampires. And you end up feeling like you have no life in you. It literally, sucks at your soul. I've been there, not in a romantic relationship, but in other relationships, and it's horrible. And so, I don't know that he will be able, if she is a narcissist, to stay in that relationship long term. But if he does, then, it may not be so great for him. I mean, maybe it's fine. But if he does end up leaving her, he's probably going to be stuck in California with, because he's going to want to be, seeing his children, and there would be a custody plan and all that sort of thing. And who knows if they even have a prenuptial agreement. I'm sure they probably do. But anyway, my guess is that he won't leave her anytime soon. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that he will leave her, or do you think that he won't? Put that in the comments below. He will or he won't. And I want to see what you guys think about this. And by the way, if you are negotiating with a narcissist or anyone, make sure to grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com. And join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, now's a good time to do that. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you like the video, like it and share it. And I'm so glad that you stopped by my channel. Always remember, today's a great day to start negotiating your best life. I will see you in the next video.